Okay, let's start our journey of Java programming from the introduction to computers and Java. A brief history of Java first. In 1991, a company called Sun Microsystems, which is now owned by Oracle, started a team called Green Team. The goal of this team is to create a handheld controller which can work with multiple entertainment systems. You may have different TVs or videos or audio sets at your home. And the idea is they want to create this Star 7 controller, which can connect to all these entertainment systems so that you can control them all from one place. And as you can imagine, different systems comes from different company and have different hardware. So there was a need for a programming language that would run on various devices, regardless of the hardware, regardless of what machine code it runs, right? Java was developed for this purpose. The first name of Java was Oak. It was actually not Java. But if you never heard any entertainment system controller from Sun Microsystem, that's normal, because this Star 7 project never took off. In fact, it was one of the business failures in Sun Microsystem. However, there was a funny twist in Java's path to becoming a mainstream programming language. In 1995, at the Sun World Conference, Sun Microsystem actually demonstrated a web browser called Hot Java, which was enabled by Java programming language. And shortly afterwards, Java was incorporated into Netscape. Netscape was the de facto browser in the 1990s. Today, when we talk about Netscape, most of you will remember this one as the company that failed. But at that time, Netscape was the pioneer of internet, of the newly born internet. What makes Java special, what makes Netscape pick up Java, is that Java is cross-platform. The way it was designed was that it can run on different platforms, different devices, regardless what hardware it was actually on. And this exactly is the challenge of the newly born internet. You never know where your code is going to be running. Maybe a Mac, maybe a Linux machine, maybe a mainframe or a Windows machine. You never know that. But Java, by design, is cross-platform. It was the only mainstream programming language that was able to run in different platforms without major code change. That means it can run on various computer operating systems across the world, which make it ideal for internet. And ever since then, Java has become the mainstream of all software development. There are two types of Java programs. The first type is called application, which is a standalone program that runs without the aid of a web browser. It's just like the Word or Excel that you run on your local machine. It's just a standalone program you run on your own locally, which means you can have a relaxed security model. The other type of Java program is called applet. These applets are not standalone programs. They are small applications that requires the use of a Java-enabled web browser to run. For example, you can run this applet on Chrome or Internet Explorer. Because it runs everywhere, actually wherever it's run is out of your control, it has to have an enhanced security model, because the user merely goes to a web page and then the applet will run. it will be a risk for both the website and the user. That's why it requires an enhanced security model. Now, we talk about these two types of program, but back to the fundamentals. Why do you need a program? Computers are tools that can be programmed to perform many functions, such as we just talked about. Excel is a spreadsheet. Word is a word processing document. You have a database, you have games. I believe everybody plays game once in a while. Computers are versatile because they can be programmed. Programmers implement programs that perform these functions. Basically, a program is a set of operations that a programmer can instruct the computer to perform. You click on a button, it gives you certain actions. You type in something, for example, in an Excel spreadsheet, you type in something, it shows up in the cell. These are the operations the programmer requests the computer to perform. This is a program. When you design a computer program, you design the logical flow of the instructions, the mathematical procedures, the layout of the programming statements, the appearance of the screens. Is it Excel? Is it a Word? Apparently, they have different layout, right? The way information is presented to the user. A spreadsheet may be different from word processor. The program is user-friendly or not. And also, outside of the program, you also need manuals, help systems. For example, you need to post tutorials to YouTube so that your users may know how to use it. Programs must be analytically correct. It rarely works the first time they are programmed. And programmers must perform the following on a continual basis. You need to analyze the problem. You need to experiment. You need to correct your mistakes and redesign as the requirements change. Programming languages have strict rules known as syntax that must be carefully followed. Throughout our course, we will teach you how to analyze a question, how to design a solution, how to experiment with your first try, and then your program inevitably will fail somewhere. Then you need to know how to correct the issue. And finally, once it's completed, you need to package the program and make it available for others to use. We will also teach you the rules, like syntax, on how to write a program, so that you can use Java programming language to create the programs.